guys, it's me Miranda and welcome back to my channel. Today I've been tagged to do the Bookish Boxes and Buzzword tag. That took me like 10 times to try and tape that, so yay me. So I was tagged by Blake from the Book Babble. I really enjoyed watching his video about this. I really thought that his answers were well thought out and I feel like I know a little bit more about him now, so I'm hoping that I can have the same effect with you guys and I can share my questions, which I did previously write out some little quick snippets of answers for, because I feel like every time that I try and do a tag or a video unplanned and spontaneously, it's a lot of editing out ums and likes and periods where I'm just staring blankly at the wall trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to say next. So I took a little time before this to actually prep what I was going to say. So I'm hoping that it turns out well, and let's get into it. So the first question is, what is your go-to genre or favorite type of books? So I think if you've been watching my videos, it's pretty obvious that I'd have to say thrillers, and if I go a little bit more and I'm specific, I would have to say psychological thrillers. I really like that twisty-turvy, like you're not really sure what's going on in the person's mind. I'm not a super big fan of an unreliable narrator, which is weird because they often go hand in hand. Number 2, what are some retellings that you're drawn to? I'd have to say anything crime related. I guess you could say your typical whodunit murder case, trying to figure out who was murdered and who was a serial killer. I like those things. I like all different renditions of that. Those are always the books that I enjoy the most. Question number 3. What are lifestyles or careers you're drawn to? I think this one's pretty obvious as well. I'd have to say probably detectives, specifically FBI personnel. I read a book recently this month, Caged by Ellison Cooper, which I will go into in my August wrap-up, but I really loved that one. It was following an FBI agent, a woman who was a strong, independent female, reliable narrator. I really enjoyed that one. It was a great book. Question number 4. Places and settings that you are drawn to. I'm not really drawn to particular places or settings. If I had to pick an answer for this one, I'd probably say a city setting, just because I live in the city and I enjoy the city and I feel like it's fast-paced. I can't talk. I feel like it's fast-paced and I enjoy that. That's why I live where I live, so reading about it makes it very relatable for me and makes it feel a little bit more real. Question number 5. Relationships that you are drawn to. I'd have to say probably strong, independent women that have really hard times trusting other people, aka me. Just kidding. But those are always the types that I end up enjoying more, probably because they are a little bit like myself. Question number 6. What are some buzzwords you look for in the title? I don't look for anything particular in a title. To be honest, I'll read just about anything. It's not really the title that grabs me, it's probably more of the cover, which goes into our next question. Question number 7. Things on book covers that draw you to them. I would have to say anything that is bright colors or contrasting colors, like blacks and reds or something like that, or anything with a lot of detail. I really like those covers because I feel like they've really put a lot of time and effort into marketing this story, and it just adds a little piece to the story that might not have been there otherwise. Question number 8. What kind of nonfiction buzzwords are you drawn to? I am not drawn to any of them. Just kidding. But if I had to be real, I'd have to say I'm not a really big fan of nonfiction. I actually read I'll Be Gone in the Dark recently, and that was my first nonfiction read that wasn't, related to school or anything like that. And while I did enjoy it, I didn't really like it enough to keep reading nonfiction. Question number 9. Medical or physical conditions of characters. Honestly, I read this question and I was like, what the fuck? Like, does that mean, do I like my main characters to have a clubbed foot? Does that make them a little more interesting? Or I had no idea what this question was asking, but if I had to supply an answer for it, I'd probably say anything that really deals with mental health. As I've said in my other videos, I am a mental health advocate, so I really like to see how other people use mental health in their stories, whether it's in a positive light or a negative light. I like to see how other people perceive mental health, because perception is everything and everybody has a different perception of things, so it's always interesting and you often learn something that you might not have known or whatever. It's a great learning experience. So I'd have to say any mental health, anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that's a good answer for that question. And question number 10. Time in history or time in year that you are drawn to. I'd have to say present day, just because it makes it all that much more relatable and it makes the story fly by for me if I can really put myself in the shoes of the person that I'm reading the perspective from, if that makes any sense. I really enjoyed doing this tag. I think it's a fun one. I think it's something that will really give some more insight into who you are as a booktuber. So I'm going to tag a couple people down below. Don't feel like you have to do it, but if you wanted to do it, that would be super cool too. I am definitely going to tag Megan from Megan Westbrook's channel, just because she was so lovely and she tagged me in something that I've not gotten around to doing yet, and I'm so sorry, but I really would like you to do this one because I'd be interested to see your responses. I'm also going to tag Harriet Rosie because I love her and she's amazing, and if you've not checked out her channel, she will be linked down below, so you should check that one out. And I'll probably end up tagging some other people that I just can't think of off the top of my head, but they'll be down below. Thanks for watching, and if you've not subscribed already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you liked what you saw. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!